Hey everyone! Today I'm coming at you with a Blue Eyes White Dragon Danger Deck profile. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to like the video to help promote it so other people can see it, and subscribe so you can see all my content in the future. So without further ado, let's get into the deck. We've got triple Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's pretty standard. Then we've got Blue Eyes Alternative for outing problematic things, and it's an easy level 8 summon. We've got one Dragon Spirit of White for it's another Blue Eyes monster, and it helps out back row. Then, starting with our danger stuff, we have 2 Danger Bigfoot. It's a level 8, which is one of the reasons why you're playing it, because you want to help make your level 8 plays. And we've got 2 of Chaos Emperor Dragon and 1 of Levineer. I'm playing it in these ratios because you don't always have enough monsters engraved to summon Levineer, but you usually will with Chaos Emperor. What these guys do is you either banish 3 lights, 3 darks, or a combination to summon this guy, and then 1 light and 1 dark to summon this guy. And they're searchable with Melody of Awakening Dragon, which is nice, and they're there to be more easy to summon level 8s. This guy is also pretty easy to summon. He's not searchable though, but he has a good effect, and I like him, so that's why I'm playing him. You don't have to play him if you don't want to. You can sub him out for a second Levineer. Then we've got 1 Nessie and 1 Ogopogo. This one searches things when it's discarded. Then Ogopogo is just another level 8 to have. Then we have triple Ash Blossom for disrupting your opponent's plays. I'm really glad they finally reprinted this card enough that it stopped being so expensive. It's still a little expensive now, but not as much as it was when it was first printed, and it still retains such pretty good value for a while there. Then we have 2 of our semi-limited danger cards. We have Tsuchinoko and Jackalope. Tsuchinoko special summons itself from the grave if it's not special summoned successfully, so it hits the field no matter what. And then Jackalope, when it's discarded, if it's not special summoned successfully, it summons something from your deck, so you can get one of your level 8s out. Then we've got triple Sage for your synchro plays, and then for your targets for Sage, we have double White Stone and of Ancients, and then 1 White Stone of Legend. I figured because you want to be summoning more stuff during your main phase than your end phase, you're going to run 2 of this instead of 3. And then White Stone of Legend, it's your Blue Eyes condom, as a lot of people call it. You've got to run at least 1 of it. I've seen some builds, like the Guard Dragon build, that I don't really like, that run 3 of it, but that's just them, I guess. And we've got triple Melody of Awakening Dragon that searches your dragon monsters with 3,000 or more attack and 2,500 or less defense. So that's your Blue Eyes most of your Blue Eyes monsters and your Chaos Dragons. Then we've got triple Return of the Dragon Lords to revive your Blue Eyes monsters and to help protect your dragons. And then we've got triple Trade-In, because you're running so many level 8s that you would be stupid not to run it, honestly. Gets you more cards in your hand, and depending on what you discard, can get you some good advantage. Then we've got 1 Dragon Shrine and 2 Call by the Grave. Stop your opponent's hand traps with Call by the Grave, and help set up your grave with Dragon Shrine. Like what you can do if you open Dragon Shrine and Return of the Dragon Lords is send a couple monsters, one of them being one of the level 8 dragons, and then special summon it. So then you have that, and then you have the one you're probably going to summon from your hand. So then you get a rank 8 play. Going into our extra deck, we have 2 Spirit and 1 Azure. This one's easy to make, Blue Eyes Monster and a tuner. It can tag itself out for Light Dragon Synchro monsters. So this is one of the ones you play for that. It can protect your dragons. Then you also play Black Rose as another target for that. Usually what you're going to do with this one is, like, you'll summon Sage to make this, and then if this survives a turn, you go into this, bounce something, summon the tuner you search off of Sage, and then go into this. This negates things and gains attack if it battles with level 5 or higher monsters. So if it does, you're pretty much guaranteed to get that 3k attack, or the 3k damage rather, excuse me. Then we have 2 Galaxy Eyes monsters that'll help you go into this. You have Cypher and Tachyon. Tachyon you can use just for its own effect, because it's better than Cypher. Cypher you usually want to use to rank up into this. And then this, it's a 4k body and it pops things. And it can pop more than just monsters. You could also, instead of running Cypher, you could run a Cypher Blade, which pops pretty much anything. Then we have Titanic Galaxy. It's easy to make and it negates things. Also, if you have one of your weaker danger monsters on board that you didn't do anything with, you can, and it's targeted for an attack, you can detach a material from this to make this the target of the attack. So, because it's so big, they might end up destroying their monster and doing some damage to themselves, which is nice. Then we have this guy for non-targeting removal, which is important because a lot of things these days are protected from being targeted. So if you have a way to out things that don't say they can't be destroyed at all, then they only say they can't be targeted, then you're good on that. Twin Burst for outing problematic things as well, because if this card battles something and that thing isn't destroyed, it gets banished instead. So you can also use this to deal with bigger monsters that you couldn't deal with other things in your deck. And we have Appaloosa, it's there for the negates. Saryuja for the advantage it generates. Heretic Seal for some disruption. And then Salamangreat Almirage, also to help protect things you control. You could also run Needle Fiber and Union Carrier when they come out. I'm filming this and a few other videos before Dual Overload comes out, so the next few videos you see will be filmed before that, so don't expect to see any cards from it. For our side deck, we have the standard 3 cards you use as targets for sewer polymerization. Then we have our Go-Up Bulb engine, the 1 Go-Up Bulb, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 for 1. These cards are in here for to help you generate more synchro plays. Also, when Needle Fiber comes out, this card will be really good, assuming it's not banned instantly. So I've got this guy, this guy. I'm just showing them off because I didn't say their names. So any new players that are seeing this video, or players that are unfamiliar with this engine, know what they are. Then we've got Triple Super Poly. Can steal your opponent's things, and it can't be responded to, which is nice. Good for outing their problematic monsters. If anyone knows a monster that uses wind materials that's easy to make, that you can make with Super Poly, can you put it in the comments? Because you could run that too to deal with your opponent's Appaloozas. Then we've got Triple Twin Twisters for dealing with back row heavy decks, which might be more common now in Master Roll 5, because pendulums are honestly probably going to get a little better. Then we've got a couple more negates, got Solemn Strike and Solemn Warning. The whole Solemn Brigade is now at 3, which is interesting, to say the least. It used to be that that Strike was the only one that was at 3 for a while. Anyway, that's it for the deck profile. Again, I'd like to ask you to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.